The Volquest 2-Minute Drill is brought to you by Craven Wings.
With Rob Lewis, Brent Hubbs, Volquest.com, a fast break edition here of the 2-Minute Drill presented by our good friends at Craven Wings as Tennessee beats Eastern Kentucky 84-49. Rob, 50-plus points in the second half. They got the offense rolling in the second half. Another slow start offensively, or not the greatest start offensively in the first half, but again, great defense from Tennessee.
It was slow. I mean, they had more turnovers than field goals in the first half, and thought a couple times that Coach Barnes' head might explode. But yeah, second half, completely different story. They shot 64% from the field, which is, I mean, I don't care if they were playing Gibbs High School, Hubbard. That's a pretty good number. I mean, after they shot 23% in the first half, and the defense was locked down all night long. They never had a hiccup there. Julian Phillips, really impressive again. First career double-double, 16 points, 10 rebounds, and Tennessee shoots 42 free throws on the night.
Yeah, impressive. Tennessee finally started going to the rim. It appeared a little bit. Rick Barnes said on Vol Calls on Monday night that he liked playing games like this because Eastern Kentucky was such a different style. It was press and not stuff that you see all the time. What's the long-term benefit of playing a team like Eastern Kentucky that wants to play helter-skelter basketball 94 feet?
I think it was good for Tennessee because this was a physical game. I mean, you look at the scoreboard, you might not think that, but Eastern Kentucky got into Tennessee. You mentioned the full court pressure. They were whistled 30 fouls. I mean, and it wasn't really chippy, but Tennessee had to deal with that. Zakai, I'm pretty sure this is right. I think Zakai drew 10 fouls just on his own. So I think especially before they play a game like Maryland, Maryland's gonna be a lot better, but you're gonna have to be ready for a physical style play in that one. And Tennessee got that tonight.
And long term, again, Vescovi did not play in this game. There's no long term concerns there. This was a great game to rest him and help get the shoulder well. How important is it for this team to find a way to score without him on the floor, Rob?
I think it's big. I mean, and they did that tonight, and they did it frankly on Sunday. I mean, both opponents were really overmatched. But without Santiago, they scored 94 points. They scored 84 points. So, that part has been easier than I thought it was, or at least in the second half tonight. And you're also talking about Josiah, who clearly is still shaking the rust off. I mean, he played 17 minutes tonight, but he was 0 of 7 from the floor, 0 of 4 from three-point range. And this is a guy that was shooting better than 50% from three, before he missed that stretch with the knee. So, that's a first-team All-SEC player in Vescovi and a second-team guy in Josiah that, I mean, you're not really getting anything out of, and you're still averaging right at 90 points a game the past couple games. So I think, Tennessee needs those guys back. Don't get me wrong, but I think figuring out a way to succeed without them has been a big benefit of these last couple of weeks.
All right, last thing before we'll let you get back to plenty of work that you got to do there for post-game coverage that we'll have at Volquest. This offense has to get more consistent. I think we all know that. But, Rob, have we seen enough to know that this team is going to that this team's going to hang their hat on their defense? Are they far enough along defensively that you can say this is going to be a really good defensive team all year long?
Yeah, I think they're going to be excellent. And Rick's had some great defensive teams, since he's been here. I think this has a chance to be the best one. And two big reasons for that. The ball pressure has always been good with Rick. I think Zakai's taken that to another level. Jemai Meshack, I feel like is bringing a level of athleticism to the defensive end of the court that I'm not sure they've had at that position. I mean, they've had some great athletes. Keon was a great athlete, but he was also one and done. I mean, he wasn't in the system for 2 years. I think you can see the difference in Jemai that way. And then when Adu plays, Tennessee's never had a rim protector like that since Rick has been here, and that adds a whole different dimension as he gets more and more minutes. I think that's really got a chance to make Tennessee a special defensive team.
Well, they're certainly playing special defense right now. It gets a lot harder for Tennessee, obviously, with the schedule coming up. Tennessee trying to benefit as much as they can from the way the schedule has fallen. It's Maryland up next for the Volunteers, but complete coverage of Tennessee's 84-49 win over Eastern Kentucky at Volquest.com. He's Rob Lewis. I'm Brent Hubbs for the Fast Break.
When you're Craven Wings, it's got to be Craven Wings. Online at cravenwings.com.